welcome to WrestleCram. This is your boy, the host with the most, but humble. And I do mean humble. The Nostradamus, aka Derek, and I'm here on a Monday to give you the happy, healthy, and humble people as well. Monday Night Raw. First and foremost, thank you so much for being a part of this show. If you're watching it today, if you're watching it tomorrow, if you're watching it a year from now, I thank you so much for watching it. Without you guys, it truly wouldn't be me, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart, to the depths of my loins. I truly do thank you. There's a reason why I say humble at the beginning of every single show. If you want to do anything else for me, I know you're watching the show, and I thank you for that. If you like the show, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. It's fine. I'm happy that you like it. So, you can go ahead and do the thumbs up thing for me. If you don't like it, take it back. I'm not mad if you take it back, but, take it back if you don't like it. But, if you do, go ahead. If you like it some more, go ahead and hit the sub button. If you already hit the sub button, thank you so much. If you haven't, why haven't you? Go ahead and hit the sub button and let everybody else know about the awesome show that I do every single day. Except Saturdays, but every single day. How about that? Also, I'm not asking for a dime, not asking for a red cent. If you want to do anything else for your boy, D Nostradamus, you can go ahead and hit the notification bell. I do seven core shows each and every week. You'll get an extra one this week. Well, you get two extra ones this week because Saturday is Extreme Rules, and of course, how about I do a prediction show on Thursday? How about that? I have a prediction show for you as well on Thursday. So we got the prediction show and the show itself on Saturday. Can't wait, you guys. Okay, so y'all do that for me. I thank you so much. Now let's talk about it. Okay. It was a fairly decent show. It wasn't the best. I do know that they are going against Monday Night Football, which I wasn't going back and forth because I do have a show to do and I can watch football any single time I want because I do have DVR. I do record those as well. So I really could care less about the Monday Night Football. This is my bread and butter. This is what I do for you guys. So I am very focused when I watch any type of wrestling because I don't know a lot of the names. So that's why I try to focus hard on when I, do these shows, especially NXT. But, usually when we get wrestling in Monday Night Night Football, it's usually goes a little down due to the fact that a lot of people, the viewers go down because of, there are more football fans in America than there are, wrestling fans. So I can't be mad at them for that. But I will say, I love Judgment Day. They're getting better. I love Damage Control. They're getting better. I enjoy Dexter Lumis, even though we didn't get we got an interesting thing with Dexter Lumis. Also, a person that I talked about on the Dirt Sheet Roundup was actually on the show today, which was very interesting. So let's talk about it. Let's get into it. First foremost, we got the show opening with, of course, Judgment Day and Finn Balor talking about 11 years ago. Edge had to retire due to the neck injury, the crazy neck injury that he has sustained. And I remember that passionate promo that he had to relinquish the belt because he did the neck was just so bad. Now he has the fusion, which is good. Now he does wrestle again, which is good or whatnot. I think I'm truly thinking that Christian Cage has that fusion as well. I think a lot of people have gotten that fusion to make their necks a little bit stronger, a little bit healthier, a little bit better. So he did say that he is going to destroy Edge at the I Quit match. Also, Dominic got on the mic and says, the fan said, "Who is your daddy?" And Dominic says, "I know who's not my daddy is Rey Mysterio because he has done me wrong all these years, and my friends now are the Judgment Day." Also, they talked about AJ Styles, of course, and how the olive branch is still there. You can still join if you want to. I just hit the mic there. I'm sorry. Sorry, Mike. That's my mic right there. But anyway, that's a very sensitive mic as well. But they talked about that the olive branch is still extended there. We're friends. Of course, they're former members of Bullet Club as well. I think AJ is the original member of Bullet Club, the original leader of Bullet Club, followed by Prince Devitt, who became the leader right after AJ Styles. But after that, we get the match between Finn Balor and Damian Priest versus AJ Styles and Rey Mysterio. Now, AJ Styles and Rey Mysterio do not have that bond that Edge has between them, and Edge is not there. He's in Philadelphia promoting Extreme Rules. So we do get another match that I can honestly say go Astros. We did clinch a divisional seat. I love my Astros to death. So just a typical match between Judgment Day and other people, fill in the blank or whatnot. But when Rey Mysterio is part of any type of tag team and they're facing Judgment Day, Dom is gonna get on his knees and say, hit me, and it gets old really fast. So Rhea Ripley comes in and does some move on Rey Mysterio, distracting everybody from what's supposed to happen. Prince Devitt comes in, does that beautiful shotgun drop kick, and does the coup de grace to win the match. Now, after the match, AJ Styles is truly pissed off at Rey Mysterio because he's not focused. Of course he's not focused. So AJ pushes Rey Mysterio to the ground. He is pissed. He leaves. He walks away. And you know what? I kind of was on Judgment Day's side when they did this, but they came in and beat the living shit out of AJ Styles. And Rey Mysterio didn't come back. He was like, fuck you. I would have been the same way. So that's what happened. But the olive branch is still there for if he wants to join Judgment Day, which it looks like it's going to happen. I mean, goodness gracious. Shouldn't you get another female in Judgment Day? I would hope so, but it is what it is. I digress. After that, we get Daniel Cormier is going to be the referee between Seth Rollins and Matt Riddle at the pit fight match. After that, apparently a lot of those matches from TNA from NXT is being, organically put on the main roster, which is cool. We have War Games as well for Survivor Series. I can't wait to see these matches on the bigger screen. I can't wait. It's going to be very interesting. After that, we get a Bobby Lashley promo. This promo was before the show started. And he talks about that he's been a dominant champion for the last 3 months, which is absolutely correct. Every time he gets a belt, he is just dominant. But out comes Mustafa Ali, which was very interesting because he's saying that I want a title shot. Bobby like, okay, little man, you can get your title shot when everybody else gets theirs. No, I'm demanding a shot right now. And he tells him, yeah, you get your shot today. After that, we got Sammy giving a pretty funny joke to Jimmy and Solo Sikoa. Jay walks in. I mean, just the Buzz Killington of everything that is there in life. Do not take this guy to the club. Do not take this guy to to a fun event because he is the mood breaker. Hashtag Sucky J. I mean, come on. This is just getting old. So Jay comes in. He's upset as always. I mean, he's always butthurt that, hey, we're supposed to be here setting an example, letting people know that the tribal chief, the God mode, the needle mover is coming to the season premiere of WWE Raw. They walk into they walk in front of, or they kind of run into each other. The Street Profits, and he said the only oh my god, it was funny because they were like, the only thing that Roman needs to acknowledge is these, and he stopped. He said, go ahead and say these what. I mean, I thought he was gonna say these nuts, but he didn't say it. Like, he didn't say it. Come on, you're supposed to be 14. Give me 14 stuff. So Solo was like, I'll challenge D'Angelo Dawkins because, of course, Ford is actually injured. He has a foot thing or whatnot. So I don't know what's going on with that, but he is injured. So D'Angelo Dawkins will face Solo Sikoa later on tonight. After that, we get Bobby Lashley versus Mustafa Ali. When I tell you, this match was just really cringe to look at. When I tell you that, I mean, it's like Bobby is so dominant. Like, Bobby and Gunther are so dominant. It has to be dirty tactics when they lose, because it just doesn't. I mean, I don't see Gunther losing that belt. I do see Bobby Lashley losing that belt to, of course, we'll get into it a little later on, but yeah. So what happened was Bobby gave him his respect, said, go ahead and stay down. Misfit gives him a huge slap. He throws him outside the ring. He does that move where he does the airplane. He runs into the pole, spinning him around. He doesn't do it one time. He does it twice. After that, he picks him up and throws him into the ring announcers. I mean, the ring, the record keeping area. I mean, he was out of it. He almost got counted out, but that did not happen. We get a beautiful spear that spins. He's a great seller too. Mustafa is a great seller. Does a nice little flip. Does the hurt lock, passes out. That was the end of that. But that was not the end of that. My apologies. Seth comes out of nowhere with a curve stomp. Also, he does another curve stomp, but on top of the belt itself. He goes outside. He sees Mustafa. He does a curve stomp on Mustafa as well. Setting up for the face-to-face between Riddle. They cannot touch one another. If they do, the match is called off. Seth goes in about the pit fight where, the history of the pit fight, which is on NXT. So we got that. And he said he's the king of the pit fight. He said that last go around as well. But, Riddle comes in like, you never had a fight in a pit fight. I've actually had one, so I know exactly what it means. Dude, you're going to get destroyed in this match. Now, here's the thing. Seth is trying his damnness, his absolute damnness to make him attack, give him all sorts of craziness to make, Seth attack. Riddle to attack Seth, but Seth comes back as well with some crazy stuff as well. Well, here's the thing. Seth talks about, of course, that he can't see his children. He's a horrible father as well. But Riddle comes back with some pretty good things as well. He talks about that he's number 2, not only in the ring, but against Roman and against his wife as well. She's actually main evented WrestleMania. Seth kind of did too, he was the one who did the most greatest successful cash-in of all time. But after that, Daniel Cormier comes back onto the Titantron. Of course, he pre-recorded this because they've already announced that he's the ref, but he kind of redoes it that he is, the referee for the fight pit or whatnot. So I thought that was a bad recording. I don't know why they should have did it live. I don't know how much money they're getting Daniel Cormier, but they should have did that completely live because it's crazy that we get stuff like this, and I don't know if it's just they. I mean, well, I will say this. This is probably what happened because it broke on Twitter, so everybody kind of already knew what was going on. I didn't look at it. I'm off. I was off today, so I was kind of resting a lot today. But it broke on Twitter, so apparently everybody knew that. So apparently, the way it's looking, they couldn't catch Cormier again, so they had to wait. That was the end of that. After that, we get a Miz promo where they're going to celebrate the Miz birthday on the season premiere of Raw as well. And oh god, it was just crazy. He was upset because him name we will not say. Apparently took out Tommaso Ciampa. Tommaso Ciampa has been gone for a couple of weeks. He has also interfered in both of the U.S. title matches as well. Dexter Lumis actually opens the door and tries to grab the Miz, but he walks up and to stagehand and tell him to go away because he's talking to his wife, of course, and she's going to celebrate the of course the show with him next Monday. So after that, we get of course the match with Dakota Kai versus the Poison Pixie. I guess that's what they call her, Candice LeRae. It was. I'm not a fan of Candice LeRae. I'm sorry. I need to look at some matches at NXT, but I'm not a fan of Candice LeRae. She wrestles truly like a greenhorn. So I don't know. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all can kill me in the comments. I don't know a lot about Candice LeRae. I just know that she's married to Johnny Gargano. I love Dakota Kai. Everything about Dakota Kai. I love everything about Damage Control because they actually know how to wrestle. But we did get some shenanigans or whatnot. I was happy that this match finally ended with Dakota Kai rolling her up, a really nice crazy roll up where her body is on the legs of Candice LeRae to win the match. After that, we get meanwhile Johnny Gargano is walking onto the ring, and Dexter Lumis is stroking the head of the Miz and got him night. He looks back and Dexter Lumis is not there, but the Miz is still there, knocked out. He pokes at the Miz. The Miz finally gets up with a paper of the Miz and Dexter Lumis next to each other. I don't know what's going on with that, but I guess. After that, we get a Damage Control promo where Bayley is saying that, yes, I will give you a contract signing without, of course, Damage Control. It's just going to be me and you. But you asked for this, and you're going to find out why you're going to ask for it. After that, we get, of course, the Otis and Johnny Gargano match. Johnny Gargano lost, so he is human. He lost with the Olympic Slam, or the World's Strongest Slam, for them to win a match. Now, Johnny Gargano does these crazy, beautiful DDTs onto anybody he wrestles. Also, Johnny Gargano attacks Austin Theory because Austin Theory is on commentators, and oh god, he is the future. I love Austin Theory. There you go, right there, Austin Theory, right there. I'm a big fan of him. They just need to do a little bit better when it comes to him talking because he sucks on the mic. He says the exact same thing over and over and over. Even now, the ring announcers are saying the exact same thing. The youngest. We get it. You're the youngest. We get it. We get it. But, but once again, I digress. Oh my goodness. After that, they all come in and attack Johnny Gargano. No Kevin Owens today. No Kevin Owens this go around. But Braun Strowman comes in. He grabs, of course, Chad Gable. Grabs Chad Gable, throws him into the ring. They get their match going on. All I can say is that Chad Gable is truly a awesome, awesome wrestler. I think of him as like one of my top 10 of greatest wrestlers in WWE right now. That's how good he is. Chad does a German suplex on Braun Strowman. Also, we get Omos and MVP looking in the back on the TV, and of course, Omos at Braun Strowman. So I guarantee Omos will probably get his shot at Braun Strowman as well. But once again, of course, that he was going to win. Of course, Braun Strowman was going to win. He does a beautiful power bomb, but it looks like a last ride onto Gable to win the match. After that, we get Bobby Lashley, of course, with talking to the medical staff there. And he says that after Riddle is done with Seth Rollins, I'm going to get him next Monday at the season premiere, where I will put my title up for the line as well. Looks like Seth might just get that belt after all. After that, we get the contract signing of Bayley and, of course, Bianca Belair. Not a lot to really talk about. Bayley just says that, the ladder was a symbol of me climbing, to get back what I lost, and everything is orchestrated and was planned all along. And Bianca was like, so it took you a year to do all this crap? I mean, really? All you had to do was ask for a match and I was gave it to you. I mean, that's pretty much what it was. But also, once again, it was a reason why she said this is your fault, why Damage Control was not there. You can see in the background where Damage Control is attacking both Alexa Bliss and Asuka. Apparently, they attacked Asuka to the point where her leg was in a chair and they messed her leg up. And Asuka is crying. I mean, she is literally in just weeping. And Alexa Bliss is truly pissed and says, I want you, Io Sky. And that's going to be the main event for Raw today. After that, we get the Solo Sikoa versus D'Angelo Dawkins match, which was a pretty decent match, but we need to figure out what we're going to do with Sami Zayn and Jay, because, oh my goodness, this is getting really, really crazy too fast, since we have made him the honorary Uce, the official honorary Uce. So Solo could have won like 8 different times all over. It's just that they are always fighting amongst each other, and while Solo is getting pins, it's just like that. We got a super kick, but the ref is trying to break apart Sammy and Jay. They counted to like 20. But at the end of the match, we did get a suicide dive by Dawkins and a punch by knocking out the Usos, and Sammy gets into D'Angelo's face. He gets a punch. We get a beautiful, now they changed it from the Uranagi to, it's called the spinning solo, for him to win the match. So we still got a match. We still got a win, but it's still craziness when it comes to both of them. We don't need them to be faces. We don't need no type of therapy. Nothing that consists of that, please. Please do not give us somebody therapist and they're talking to them. They are a heel faction. Continue them to be a heel faction. No comedy whatsoever. Anyway, after that, we get an Edge promo where he talks about he's going to win against in this I Quit match with Finn Balor. No, you're not. Spoiler, he's not. After that, we get the main event with Alexa Bliss and Io Sky. Lots and lots of shenanigans in this match when it comes to damage control. They're continuously adding wins upon wins upon wins, and I love it to death. I mean, what more can you say about a faction that is actually winning? I mean, nothing. I mean, it is what it is. Just like with Judgment Day, I love them because they're continuously winning. So, of course, Io Sky does win with that nice little tombstone, reverse tombstone, and that beautiful, beautiful moonsault to end the match. And they actually go in there. They beat the crap out of Alexa Bliss. Bianca Belair tries to hold her on. They attack her as well. They go to the ring. They grab a ladder. I think Saxton says, "Hey, that's not for tonight." Well, if it wasn't for tonight, it shouldn't have been in the back, in the bottom of the damn ring. Stop it, Saxton. You're so freaking too. Oh God, your suits suck. I like you, but your suits suck. So after that, we get Asuka. She hobbles down with a kendo stick, attempting to try to even the numbers out, but she loses. They beat the crap out of her. They get that the ladder. They sandwich Alexa Bliss with it. She's out. They bring it up. They set it up, and they grab Bianca Belair's title. She goes to the top, and she shows off as high as she can that I'm going to lose. They stand too tall right now on that for them to fade to black. Now, they stand way too tall right now. You will find out what my my predictions will be, of course, for Extreme Rules. I think it's only 7 matches now. I think it's 7. As of right now, I think it's 7. I think it's 6 or 7. But this is going to be a great looking pay-per-view, hands down. Be rated all you want. I disagree 100%. I mean, it's just looking really good. It's looking really, really, really good. So, I mean, like, share, and subscribe, you guys. Tomorrow, of course, you have NXT. I can't wait to see NXT. We will have Halloween Havoc coming up on NXT as well. Of course, and Wednesday we have, of course, AEW Dynamite. AEW Dynamite. I can't wait for AEW Dynamite as well. Of course, my 2 cent Thursday. And you will have, of course, my prediction. Now, let's talk about my 2 cent. I didn't have a lot to talk about right now. So let's get into it, where we need to talk about the reshuffling of the women's division, but not even only the women's division. We need to talk about the draft in a whole. So, we'll talk about, restructuring the draft and how it needs to be a little bit better, because honestly, the draft destroys, but it makes it better, making new opponents for new people. But we need to work on that draft, and I will talk about how we fix the draft in WWE. No AEW this go around, you guys. Yay! No AEW. How to restructure the draft. The WWE restructuring of the draft and the roster itself. Y'all, I love y'all so much. Once again, like, share, and subscribe. Truly, and I do mean truly, the best is yet to come. Until next time, you guys. Love, peace, and of course, wrestling.